Hey guys, Ryan here, and today I'm going to be bringing you a video in the Minotaur KV5. One of my favourite tanks in the game. I like to play as my primary silver earner, because it's one of the three vehicles that has 75% silver boost, and also it's one of my tanks I like to play when I just want to have a bit of fun. As you all know, you've seen in many videos, I love to ram people. This being a KV5, it's one of the best vehicles in the game for ramming. And it's just a huge amount of fun. Not the most competitive vehicle, I will admit, but it's a very fun vehicle, and even if you don't do well, you make so much silver, it doesn't matter. I'm platooned with Darth Bevo and his Atomic. We are top tier on Icebound and it is in counter mode. We only have one artillery and it's tier 6, so I feel pretty confident in this game already that I can have a good game with this. The map's ideal and the artillery, it still sucks, but I've got a small liner on my tank. It's very well armoured, so hopefully tier 6 shouldn't do too much. It is the American tier 6 artillery though, and therefore it's very powerful. One of my team's tanks didn't load into the battle, but the good news is, to go look at the bright side, it's only a tier 6, so not the biggest deal. Now, as to where exactly I want to go, it doesn't really matter so long as I get myself towards the center of the map. Because I just want to get into a nice brawl with some people. Now, I decided to ignore the light tank on the mini-map because I was assuming he was going to die before I got over there. And then me and T20 Pro are going to push. There's a T69 who's been spotted. As I snap a shell into his turret and bounce a return shot. Now I see the vehicles to the right. You see I aim for the weak point on that vehicle straight through the turret. No problem at all panning that. The issue with this tank though is that it's not the most accurate. It said it's more accurate than the Garnet's KV5, doesn't feel it to me. And it's still a bad accuracy, 0.4 I believe, so you can't rely on the accuracy on this thing. Does a very nice pan though, especially in the premium rounds, if you need them. Now, the reason I'm staying around this corner, I'm waiting for the enemy to pop out, but also I don't want to go all the way out because I believe the T69 is still alive. I'm being an auto-loader, I don't want to get caught out by him. Now, I look at the minimap, I see our team's going. I'm looking at the hit points of different vehicles because that's going to play a part in what I want to do and who I want to fight. T69's on low hit points, Darth is fighting him, so I want to help him out a little bit. But the T69 drives forwards to brawl it out with Darth, so Darth's going to have to handle it on his own. Well, with the teammates he's got with him as well. Now that he's dead, I can actually just push in now, I don't have to worry about my flank. Just auto-lock the Pershing, that's an easy kill there. And then I see in the minimap that the guy to my right should be preoccupied with my team. Turned out he isn't, but he's only a tier 6, so I can just ignore him. I'm going to go for the hammer. He's in quite an awkward position. I don't angle myself too well for that first shot. I'm going to re-angle myself for the second one. And I do manage to finish him off. And now, I've not actually ran into any of the tier 8 heavies yet, which has been very beneficial for me, but as you can see, Darth has just run into the lava. The MX is also here. So basically, their tier 8 heavies were just out the fight for too long. I tried to reverse angle there, didn't work. But now that I know he's reloading, I can move to position again. Artillery tracks me, I just instant repair because I want to get to my position. And again, hit points. 65T was on less hit point than the lava, so I'm going for the 65T. Darth has just been finished off by the Vanguard. And now I'm going to turn around. And I've got premium loaded here, that's just in case the lava is hull down. I'm going to try and pen him through the turret. But as I get around this corner here, you're going to see that the lava is not hull down, and actually T29's in front, which is quite an interesting choice. So I do change back to standard rounds now. Surprised I was able to pen that shot, because you saw I had a bit of a gun depression issue as I went to go shoot him on this rubble here. The lever's backed up, so now we can just deal with the T-29 as we want. Nice easy pan that. Keeping him tracked as well. And now that he's dead, we can just go for the lever. See, I'm trying to get the cupola snipe, but the accuracy not quite good enough. I make a bit of a mistake here. What I should just have done there, instead of trying to aim for a cupola, I should have just drove around the corner and shot him. I had the hit points for it. We've got numbers. So I should have done that early and just drove around the corner. So I get one shot in, and then I was going to leave him for the team, who do indeed finish him off. And I've got a single heavy tank tier 6 and a Vanguard. Now you may have noticed, I've not rammed anyone this game. That makes me quite sad. It's not quite a KV5 game unless you ram someone. However, if you look at the minimap, at where the enemy is, and he's on full health. So, you can probably tell what I'm going to try and do here. And the VK is going to be very helpful and sit at the bottom of an incline for me, which is very nice of him. So I'm going in, 950 hit points. I'm just going straight for him. 400 plus another 100 or so. So I hit him for about 500. This isn't the greatest ram, but a ram's a ram. And as long as I get any kind of ram, I'm happy. Now, I've said before, I don't usually cap too often. We've got loads of heavies. A medium, which I believe is a Comet, I'm not too sure, who's a slightly slower medium. And a TD that I believe is a T-28 Pro M. We're all... Oh no, our medium's an M4, so it is still quite slow. On this map, with how large it is, I'm not going to go chasing after a Vanguard in a KV5. It just isn't happening. Now, I understand our I-68 attack, I do that, but like, he should understand too, that there's a certain time when you should and shouldn't cap, and on a map this big against the Vanguard, you just can't be bothered, or I can't be bothered. I'm just going to cap out for this, and I think it was the right choice to make. So one that I was worried he'd kill us or win, I'm pretty confident I could take care of Vanguard, and I have enough hit points where he couldn't even kill me in one clip, but... You just gotta think about value for time, and we probably just would have spent about the next 8 minutes driving around, never being able to see him, and that just isn't worth it. So I just thought I'd end the game as quick as possible, and get a based capture, which is quite rare for me. This game wasn't the most impressive game ever, but I just thought I'd bring another KV5 game. 140k silver, because I forgot to activate a time 2 silver boost, as I do quite often. 4,000 damage for the high caliber, 100 assist, and 1,000 block, 2 kills. So, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you all in the next one.